issue of Jesters Garage, we're going to talk about where we are with SAS'PRILLA today and what the future looks like. So, without further ado,
let's jump into it. Probably the biggest difference we're doing on this one, we started putting together the butterfly hood, and we could see lots of places where the paint was going to get chipped. We weren't happy with that. So we had Nate cut the hinge section out. He made a die, peaked the hood. He's got that all welded in there. So then we had to decide what we're going to do with this hood. Guy can go an alligator hood where the front comes up, or we can roll it forward. Instead, we're going to do a deal where this hood's going to hinge up from both sides.
Like an old Buick.
Like an old Buick. And so.
That's perfect. And nobody makes a kit for that, right, Rob?
Nobody makes a kit for that.
So he had to invent
We're
one.
going in, we're designing this thing in 3D, and we're 3D printing all the hinge parts at this point. Right now we're just doing it out of ABS, and we're going to likely do it out of a different material before we're all done. But, come inside, you can see where it's. This one is the hinge point for the driver's side. This will be up at this point and come down and fit in these brackets. You can see on the other side, might need some more light for that though, but, how it's hinging there. Structure with that rod we're talking about mounted on the side. Got these two brackets back in here, one in the back, one in the front. This pin can run forward and backwards and set with a set screw, and that'll adjust the hood front to back. That's also the axis which the whole hood articulates. So it'll articulate on those end pieces, and then it'll have a latch in the center that holds each side down, prevents it from coming up. One of the things we had to do in here, we got the centerpiece welded in. This hood was floppy as could be. And so we metal shaped a new nose cone for it that ties the whole front edge together. We went and made a brace in the back of the hood. Keeps the back of it stiff. Before, this is almost like paper. You can move it all over, and now it's nice and stiff. Took those two pieces and tied them together with these side rails. Gives us a spot to mount all of our hardware. And then stiffens the hood up more.
hey buddy.
Hi.
Well, with every great project, there always has to be something that goes other than according to plan, and the wiring has been one of those projects. We put everything underneath the driver's side seat, as you can see, and we moved most of the wiring out, because now we're going to comb that all out after we remove a few things. We're going to set this up on a table, and we're going to draw it all out and lengthen our wires, comb them all out, make them fit the way they should. Then we're going to go ahead and put a new platform in here, raising this up about a ½ an inch, so everything sits slightly higher. There's reasonings behind that for how our relays set and our sensors. And we're just going to redefine what we did originally. It's going to follow the same format, but pretty much we're going to comb everything out, and it's going to look nice and clean. That meant taking all of our existing wiring out, and thus this is what you see right now.
So when you get all done, it kind of looks like a schematic.
It will. We'll have a schematic drawn up of all wiring here. You know, that's great going down the highway when something breaks and you're sitting there saying, okay, what was that? Pull out the manual, there's our schematic, we can trace it right out. So, and a lot of that is already in place. We know where everything's going. We just need to comb it out and make it tight, so take out every error that we can ahead of time.
On these doors, they are multiple pieces. Like we covered on the earlier ones, Rob's built a 18 gauge piece below this that actually makes the door a lot stronger, and then we've folded the 20 gauge around this. He built these are stainless. This is that painted area. This and this will be upholstered. And so we're just refining all of these little idiosyncrasies around here, just making sure everything's done, and it takes a lot of work. Little welds and little changes. I got my door clips that'll go here. And anyway, so that's the part that I'm working on. Just trying to get this thing ready to get the doors back on so Nate can do all of the fine tuning of the body here in the next week or two.
Smile, Jay, you're on candid camera.
Ah, great.
All right, fellas, what we got going here?
So this is basically the back half of the truck. The guys have been working real hard on the filler work. And they just yesterday got into epoxy primer. Everything's looking really good for our first prime. Let's see, what have we done? We got the running boards done. We've got the bed itself is done. The dash is looking good. There's still some work we got to do around that insert that we worked on around the cluster. And so, once again, this is just the first prime. We'll get at least one more prime after this.
And what's this go to?
Yeah, that's the cowl panel for the 46. We might have stuck in it because you got some hard in on Jeff.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
There's the surround that goes between the seats. Nate did a great job of straightening that out. That had a lot of waves in it from fabrication for sure. Pull up the stuff on the computer there too to show what we're doing in the CAD side. So one of the things we've done, you remember the bumperettes that we did an episode on? We had them mounted, but I wasn't real happy with the way they were mounted. They just had a tendency to jiggle a little bit. We just can't have that. And so we got in, doing a redesign currently. You can see all my reflective markers on here for the 3D scanner. We went in, 3D scanned the sheet metal, we 3D scanned the box where the intercooler goes, and then we 3D scanned the frame rails. And from that point, we're able to build these brackets that we're basing everything off of in the CAD. And we're just now at the point where we burned out the brackets and we've got a piece of tubing that's tacked in. I'll probably go back and re-3D scan everything and design the brackets that goes in between the two pieces, being the bumper and the tubing. I can show you that in there on the computer also. And so this is what we ended up with. We started out with a 3D scan, which would be this portion right here that looks kind of rough. From there, I'm able to grab all the information that I need to build the components in that space. You kind of recreate them as a solid component. And at that point, I was able to design these brackets right here, adding in a flange to grab the top of our tubing as it protrudes through it. It's a pretty powerful tool to be able to build it in this space versus having to waste metal finding your mistakes on the car itself. We're starting to get that tube showing up in there, and there's our bracket we built. Just play around trying to get that, work the bottom side. Start getting that all plugged into the computer so we can build around it. Sort of like spray painting.
Spray gun's down there, and then the computer tells you what you've already got.
What you've already sprayed, yeah.
That's amazing.
All right, I'm gonna have to stop there and get it from a little different angle. Moving around on the screen up there.
The screen's moving, yeah.
Okay, that's good. As long as it's moving. I figured it was because the little blue lines are still going. You know, and I got that whole tube.
Oh, there, yeah, keep moving up the tube a little bit. There you go.
That's probably got her, huh?
Yeah. That's pretty amazing. Absolutely amazing.
inquiries as to what we're going to be, what shows we will be attending with SAS'PRILLA in the upcoming year. And we're thinking that we're definitely going to be at the Boise show, which is March 13th through the 15th. The following week is the Portland Roadster show on that weekend. And then we'll jump up probably into the World of Wheels in Spokane, I believe, which is around the 12th or so of April, the 10th through the 12th, I believe. Those are the three minimum larger shows that we're going to go to. From that point, we're going to be pretty much all over, everywhere in our territory of interest: Spokane, Walla Walla, even back up to Sandpoint. There's going to be a lot of activity with this truck being on the road. We'll hit all of the local shows that are possible. That's all relative to time frame and availability of people being able to attend that want to go. So that'll give you an overview as to where we're going to be, and we're looking forward to people coming out and get an opportunity to see the truck and see what all the efforts have gone to.
Well, thanks for watching SAS'PRILLA 10, a pre-show update right here on Jesters Garage.